Okay, well, my last ride, I talked about going to I talked about the steep hills we have here out Springs Village. This ride, I'm going to actually go to one of the steep ones, let you see for yourself, see what you think. Realizing a lot of you don't necessarily have the steep hills I have, may not need it, but I know I was sure looking for a bike that could handle it where I live, so heading that way. Much warmer than the last time. Nice and green. All right. Let me see, I'll go throttle only. This isn't that steep, but it's a good sized hill. All right, only been down this other road once. Trying to see where the entrance is. Okay. Yeah, but spent the big bucks and got some nice helmet that I think it's like $100, but man, a lot of bit better quality. It's got nice flashers on the back end, has turn signals. So I spent it. Don't want to be getting run over by anybody in these narrow roads here, so anyways, I think this is the way I go. Like I said, only been here once. Okay, so if you look ahead, that's a pretty steep hill. Can't imagine doing my other electric bike. I don't know if the camera can really do it justice, but it's pretty steep. So let me see if it stopped almost nothing here. And sure, we'll just go throttle only. See how I go up this hill. I mean, no problem at all. Looks like I'm doing about 30 going up this hill. No problem. You can see now a lot of people live out here, kind of the edge of town. Another steep part right here. I'm just cruising, going 20. Not even full power. Going up this. Nice and easy. My other bike really would have struggled on this. So that's it, boy. Then this is definitely the edge of the property, as you can see. Don't even know what's down that hill. Kind of scary. Anyways, so that's it. I hope this gave a good demonstration of some of the hills that this bike can handle. I definitely recommend this bike if you have any kind of hills, or if you're worried about it, or if you have range anxiety like I've had before on my other bike. It's like, man, I don't know if, in fact, I borrowed my wife's bike. She's got it's a nice bike. It's the Ride One Up Portola, whatever it is. And we got the extra range battery on it and everything. And I went to one of the local lakes here. I think it's probably maybe a 30-mile trip on a trail. Let's just say you didn't make it back all the way, and I had to pedal that thing up a hill, and that 65 pounds going up a hill just about killed me. So that's before I bought this bike. So if you have range anxiety, I've gotten that same route with this bike and had plenty of battery left. So yeah, if you have range anxiety, if you have the big hills, if you need the torque, or if you like the top speed so you don't get run over, great bike. I will say, and people say the Alpha Mini is better with stability. You got these big old tires. I think you can see them down there. They're 26 inches of big tires, and it's a lot different. Like I said, my wife's bike has I think they're maybe 3-inch, and a world of difference. Half the weight, skinnier tires, smaller tires. I think are they 24 inch? These are 26. Maybe they're only 20. I can't remember. But it's a lot different. But you know, if you need the power, you kind of get used to it. Once you're riding it, you don't notice the weight, but it doesn't maneuver as easy, and it's a beast to move around. So, anyways, I sure enjoy it. Hope this is helpful for you. All right, you know, while I'm at it, I think I'm going to go ahead and explore down this hill here. What the heck is down here? Probably not much anything. Ooh, I don't want to explore down this. Oh, it looks like the asphalt ends. All right, let's keep going. Why not? That's why we got this kind of a bike. Talk about a steep grade. This would be a good video going back up this hill. Yeah, as you've probably seen in other videos, these hydraulic brakes can be a little noisy and slower, but they work good for this big old bike. Man, I don't think anybody's been back on this in years. Wow. Asphalt has ended. I don't even know where I'm at. Wow. Well, okay. It's a cul-de-sac. You too could move here to this cul-de-sac. Man, I guess probably when this place is first designed, I don't know, was it late 60s, 70s or something like that. This is probably one of them, and there's so much land here that nobody's ever really bought. And so, especially this one. All right, let's see how this bike does it down. By the way, I'm just using stealth mode. I'm not even using the hill climb mode or I can't remember what the power mode is. I almost exclusively keep it in stealth mode because it's so quiet, like other reviewers say, and it just works great. Watch out for trees. Oh man. Okay, you can see right up here, the big hill part, and we'll just cruise right up with this thing. Not a problem. The branches are more a problem. Yeah, see them there. Just cruise right up it. And that's steep. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's pretty steep. I'm not going too fast. I'm going 13 miles an hour because it's so steep and there's a log. And yikes. Anyways, wow, there you go. All right. Now I'm just going to do some fun riding. Again, I'm on throttle only. For that whole part, I was on throttle only. I usually try and pedal, just I like the exercise, and I'm just grown up on bikes and used to pedaling all the time, so I usually do that. So, yep, there's a deer. Didn't mean to scare him. Nothing down that way. House all by itself. Just what I wanted. Another deer. A bunch of deer out here. Here's another, not that steep a hill, but I'll just pedal up it. Pedaling, nice and easy. About 18, 17 miles an hour. Oh, speaking of steep hills, now I'm only going to go down this. I don't believe I've ever gone up this one. So pedaling and using the throttle and doing what, 12 miles an hour, very steep hill, 13, 16, 18. I'm not sure at all if the camera's even doing justice to how steep these hills are. Just gonna take my word for it, there. Some of them are pretty steep. When we first moved here, we moved here from Dallas in the flatlands and had some we had electric bikes, but they were still bulky, and a lot of times you have to pack them in your car to go to nice trails. And so we sold those and decided to go smaller, and we got really small light ones, which are awesome for packing, and we're fine. They had a top speed of 18 miles an hour. Real small ones. I think they weighed maybe 25 pounds, and had I think a 250 watt motor, if I remember right. And they were great on just the flat trails of Dallas. Well, then we moved here, tried riding those around here, even where it's like this little hill right here. Oh man, it would kill you. It's horrible. That's when I bought my other electric bike. Like I said in the previous video, I was really looking for Newton meters because I knew that was your rating for torque. And at the time, that was some of the highest I could find, and it was a good price for the bike. But, I mean, it'll do these hills, but you're going to be pumping the whole time, and the range was short on the battery, and they've gotten so much better. That was 2 years ago, and even in the 2 years, they've gotten so much better. But again, this bike is great for my purposes. I guess because of the weight of it, like I'm just coasting down this. This is our main road. I'm doing what, 28 miles an hour coasting down this. I guess, see, that's the good thing about how heavy this bike is. Give a little throttle here. Just one of these videos I'll take it out on the trail so you can see how this bike does on the gravel trails. Just did that last week with a buddy. A lot of fun. And that's it once again. Thanks for coming along.